Our next guest is no stranger to Spanish work, and his service to this community is well known. Let's welcome Chad Argyle to the table. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Councilman Argyle.
Yes,
Thanks.
welcome.
A little while longer.
So,
A little while.
to an end?
Yes,
Kid, this is so sad.
it's a good thing.
Is it a good
It's
thing?
been a really, really good experience for the last 8 years. City has changed so tremendously, and I've
You've been
been
part of it.
that. Was Stacy and us started at the same time, and I've been a part of that, and it's been a good experience. What was funny is everybody told me, "Don't do that. All you'll do is get yelled at," and I have not had. I mean, we've had experiences where you've had upset, but most of the time it's been a good
Yeah.
experience. It's been positive.
Don't you look at it like it's been a true blessing in your life?
Yeah, it has. I've learned so much and met so many people, and
Yeah.
had the opportunity to rub shoulders with the council and the mayor and the department heads, and just be a part of that for 8 good years.
That's so great. What's been one of your highlights? I know that's hard to choose, or maybe even a couple of things that stand out.
It's not, because the thing that, if I had to just say we did one thing and we accomplished one thing, it would be the All Abilities Park. Because it was such a awesome process that we went through. We were lucky to have 30 families that had special needs children and come and just told us what they needed and and let us get into their life for just a few minutes. And it was such a awesome process that we went through, and we were able to meet a lot of their needs at the All Abilities Park, and that is you can't drive by it now, and there's always somebody there. And
It is. We pull out of our neighborhood and face right at that.
yeah.
And it's so impactful. Like it was so needed, and we didn't even know that until it was there.
Yeah, and the thing I remember the most was several of them, but one family in particular just said, it's a place that we can go as a family, that we can take every one of our kids and we can go there and play with each other and have fun. And the things that are there that make it easy access and stuff like that just made it possible to do that.
Yeah.
And it'll be in our community for...
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, I do this with my kids. Let's talk about your highs and your lows. So that was obviously a great high. What maybe was a low?
Oh,
Just for fun.
yeah, probably some of the lows is when we're trying to pass something and everybody's. I think about the neighborhood Walmart, just for instance. We had a lot of content against that. There's going to be crime and all the stuff that went on, and now you can't even get to the neighborhood Walmart. There's so many people there. But that was so hard to get
Yes.
One of my favorites.
It was our secret for a minute.
In and out. No one there that you know.
Yeah, and I
Right.
just kept thinking, I'd like to go back and I'm sure everybody that uses it. And now there's some pretty nice businesses there, and there's some housing there, some higher density housing.
Yeah.
And it's an awesome, and they've batted on once since they built, so.
And see, it turned
their
positive
business is doing it.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
that's
did.
fantastic.
It did.
Yeah. One thing I remember about Chad, I'll probably say this when you have our last council meeting, where he's a quiet, calm personality, and we're riding in the parade this year, and it's the 5 of us, mayor's in his own truck, and we're just throwing out no, we're not throwing out candy, we're just waving because we have the youth city council throwing out candy, and we're just calm talking, and then he's like, do you guys know what I hate? And we're thinking, what? What do you hate, Chad? And he said, mismatched socks.
Oh,
Do you remember?
Yeah.
You were wearing mismatched?
No, I wasn't.
He just said he hated that, and it
Everybody.
was so
Just
random,
how-
and we all just busted up laughing
Oh, my
because we're just
goodness.
like, that is
Oh,
the
that's
funniest,
so
most
sweet.
random
Yeah.
comment.
My grandkids come to my house, and that's the first thing I say, your socks don't match. I know, Grandpa, that's the way they're supposed to be. So,
be glad that they have
Yeah.
on socks.
Yes.
Because that could be the opposite to
Yeah.
that. And
Or-
now
or
we know
that
it to
they're
get you for
Yeah.
retirement, right?
Yes.
yeah, and
Socks,
then you go to the
mismatched
store
socks.
and they match, and that's so hard to me to buy socks that don't have matches. That would
I know.
drive me nuts.
I agree. I'm with you
Doesn't
there.
make sense.
Well, we all have a thing, right?
Yeah,
So what are you doing in your retirement? What are you going to do with all this time?
I'm not have so. 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to go work with the choir.
Okay.
The choir at Tabernacle and the bells. And that's kept me pretty busy. And it's been an awesome experience. I'm on the stage crew, and so I work with them. And it takes a lot of time to be up there and do that. So I'll be able to continue doing that. There's been times between the council and the board meetings and everything that's that choir, because usually I'm up there about 8 hours each time we go up. But it's been such a cool experience to be a part of
So
that.
you go up other days besides Sunday? Or which your main day do you go up?
Usually Thursdays and Sundays. They practice on, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. So they practice Wednesdays, the bells, and then the choir and the orchestra on Thursday, and then music and the spoken word is on Sunday.
And
So
Chad, tell us, how do you get there?
I ride the train most of the time.
The tracks,
Yeah,
right?
Tracks,
Is that what it is?
Tracks. I ride the front runner, and then tracks over to the Temple Square, and so, yeah.
You're an expert. I
He's a
still have
fan.
not rode it yet.
Oh, it's so-
guys.
Ever?
I need to. No,
I haven't.
Oh,
I
my.
have in Salt Lake,
Yeah.
but not down
Yeah,
from
not
Provo.
It's so cool.
He loves it. He's
Yeah.
a big.
It's,
He's a big
just,
fan.
it's just easy and it's relaxing, and I have listened to so many books riding up there. I just put my AirPods on and listen to a book, and so it's been a good experience to be up there and doing that.
That's neat.
But
Gosh, you're so positive.
oh,
Everything
thanks.
is so positive for you.
The other thing that I hope to do, my career has been funny. So I was a paper boy. I always had paper, at least 2 paper boys. There's no paper boys no more. When I got older, I went to work for my future father-in-law. We hauled hay. And that's what we did. We went to Delta, picked up a load, come home, and unloaded the hay. And that's what we did every day. There's hay hauling. I remember the first big bales we hauled. The bales we hauled were small, 50 pounds to 125 pounds. We'd haul 522. We'd load and unload them. And they don't do that no more. So I'm kind of the last of the hay. And then when I went to work for the Quest Communications, AT&T, at that time they were a monopoly. Several years after that, they broke us up, and I've worked for AT&T, Mountain Bell, Quest, US West, and then CenturyLink before I
Oh my
retired.
gosh.
And now there's really not any telephone people anymore.
Yeah.
But the thing that was the most, I want to write a book and do some of this, but when we were hauling hay, there were so many dairies around here. Utah County, San Juan, San Pete, Davis, and Salt Lake City counties. And we hauled all these little dairies, and now they're gone. They're all gone. In fact, there's probably only 1 or 2 that I could even think of, and we hauled to hundreds of them. And so I've already started. I'm going to try and write a book, and I've already started doing
Wow.
that. And I want pictures of before and after. And I've contacted a lot of people. I know who they were, and we've hoped to get pictures, because most of them are even gone. Some of them are still there.
Yeah.
But I hope to do that and write that and have some pictures. That's a time that's forgotten. People forget
So
that
Yeah.
we
specifically about that
Yeah.
hay, when you did the hay
up in
hauling
the
and
dairies
everything.
and the milk, how much of the milk and cheese they produced, and it's not here no more. And the government bought the cows out, and that's kind of paid them not to milk the cows anymore, and that's when they kind of disappeared. But it was hard work, but it was good work.
Yeah.
So,
Right,
and
yeah.
When you're young, you can do that. It'd kill me now. I'm sure it would. But
But some good manual labor,
Yeah,
rather
it was
than
hard.
looking at a phone all day or a
it
computer.
was. Yeah, absolutely. It was-
So you've already started, so once you wrap up council here in the next 8 weeks, you'll
Yeah,
spend a little more time
I
on
need to
that.
focus. There's a couple of guys that work with me that I need to sit down with and talk, because they remember things that I didn't in
Okay.
some of the dairies, and so.
and
that's
you'll
what-
publish it, and
I hope to. Yeah.
And then-
it takes a lot of. I had some input, and it just takes a lot of research.
Yeah.
And that's, you get the research done and do all the stuff, and then write, and then put it all together.
do you
So,
have anyone helping you?
Not right now, but I hope to.
Yeah.
I have a couple of daughter-in-laws that are awesome at reviewing, because I'm not good at writing. Spelling is my weakness.
Uh-huh.
And so anyway,
But you have a story to tell.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
I have
and
a story
history
to
to
tell.
share.
All my jobs don't exist no more. That's so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
often
it's
like our
changing,
yeah.
grandkids will probably have jobs that currently don't exist.
Exist. Yeah.
100%.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'd love to have you
Technologies.
back here sometime
That
when
would be
that's
great.
completed and
Yeah.
Come and
talk to
share
us
your
about
Yep.
that.
And
That
Chad,
would be
I
fun.
thank you for your service. 8 years
Thank
is
you.
a long time.
It is.
They do.
We've been
That's been
super blessed.
Thank you.
to-
It's,
I would
it's
agree.
been
Serve,
a
so.
good, Spanish Fork's still a great place to live and raise your family, and it continues to be that way, and I
Yeah.
think it will be, especially if she continues, which
Yeah.
she will. So.
She'll be fabulous.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, Chad.
Happy
Thanks,
retirement,
Chad.
and
Yeah.
hopefully your socks always match.
They probably will.
We know what to get you
Unless
for
I get older, then my kids will just do it on purpose to me, so.
Yeah, you won't be able to touch your feet and it will
Yeah.
just send you over the
Yeah.
edge.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Chad.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you.